play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Caught left side by Funchess. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And the tight end Olsen, right side. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
He gets it here to Peak. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Check. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. It's caught, Jones. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
I know that in recent years, it's been tough on Tony Romo. A lot of injuries have piled up, but he's still able to sling it, Brandon. Look at that throw.
Yeah, he can. By the way, you know his given name on his birth certificate?
Hit me.
Antonio Ramiro Romo.
That flows
He's got a good ring to him. I'm going to start calling him Antonio.
The lyrical one.
And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Here we go.
Now a play fake, and it's Romo. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They come out here in the eye. On second down, Elliott. And he's got room. Cuts it out to the sideline. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Brief break in the action here. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They go play action here on first down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Prescott caught on the left side by Benjamin. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Prescott on first down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Prescott now on second down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Here's Prescott, and he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals. Even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, it's still been able to come away with points.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in this. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw on second down is Romo. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now a first down following that long gain. they go play action here on first down. Backing up. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one's going to be... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And Davis has it over the middle. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go now. White 20. White 20. Half.
They run. This is Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's go now. White 18. Half.
On 2nd down, here's Romo going up top. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Here's Romo. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for the Pats on 3rd. 46 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crawl underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
3rd and 2, it's Romo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. So that's their 3rd trip to the red zone, but all they have to show so far is 2 field goals.
Tough sledding in this game for the offense. They get to the red zone. Normally you count on a minimum of 3 points in each red zone trip. Not so far in this game.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the